So, good afternoon. Welcome to the 1873 network. We have put the title as Tips on Mentorship, Banking on Africa's Future. What kind of Africa do we want to see? And who is to teach us what we don't know? And who is to teach me if I don't step forward and say, I want to learn? So this afternoon we're joined by Munyaradzi, Hute, and Wildfire DJ in the studio. So good afternoon, good evening. It's already late where you are.
It is quite good evening though.
Yeah. Where are you in this complex world?
I'm in Indonesia.
Okay, which part of Indonesia? Jakarta?
Not that one. I'm in Bali.
Oh, in Bali. Okay. How is the weather like?
It's quite hot. It's humid. It's really warm.
Yeah. Okay. So you have heard of the Banking on Africa's Future?
I have said, sure.
What is your understanding, if any?
Look, I've heard of it, but not a great deal. But what I understand is probably about pulling out resources, pulling out knowledge. In other words, maybe Kuti, it's a bank of all the expertise in Africa, if it were, and people working together for some goal, which at this point I'm not sure of, in terms of developing Africa, or maybe the world.
Okay, so if we say just a bank of human beings without qualifying who they are.
All right, but human
So
beings come with.
Go ahead.
I was good. Sorry to cut you off there. I was going to say human beings come with a number of characteristics and know-how, which might be life-based as well as academic, or maybe work experience-based. Saka. I see it more as a bank of knowledge and resources across. I don't know if I'm wrong, but you can correct me on that.
Yeah, so I think the first thing is that it's very difficult to communicate to others. And when we say, I belong to this organization or that organization, we take for granted that most people want to see benefits first without doing anything else.
Okay.
And you get the same impression that it's very difficult.
Yes, very much so, especially with our Zim community. Not Zim community in the diaspora as such, but the Zim community in Zim. I find it quite hard that you can't work with anybody unless they. The usual question is what's in it for me.
Yeah. So, but it's just a human thing. It's not necessarily a Zimbabwean thing. So we're talking about you want to join, but you couldn't join.
Perhaps for me, I'm quite a gullible person when it comes to issues like those. So I wouldn't compare myself to an ordinary person in terms of the due diligence that one would take before they put their hand up or they volunteer themselves into a network of such. So look, I wouldn't want to give myself credit or in terms of making the first step or accepting to the call as he came to me, because those are things that I just jumped to. So I guess
Okay, so on the side, we thought we just go through. You've been to the 1873 network website.
I did, yeah.
All right, let's start there. Maybe Wildfire, you can walk us through from there.
Okay. All right. Let me bring the site up. I'm actually working, what do you call it, in the back end of the site. So I'll just bring it to the front just now. All right. So what?
Onto the site.
No, it's fine. Are you able to see it on the screen?
I can.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, okay. Right. So this is where it starts. You've got your account. All right. When you get to the homepage of the site. So at the moment I'm working on removing some of these so that we put them on one page. But I think the most important one for starters is the My Profile part. All right. So this is where you sign up and you get to create your own account.
Yeah.
Okay. So once you've got your account created, you then go to the membership level. Right. When you click at the top of the membership level there, it actually opens a page that has the different kinds of levels, which are your executive club, the directors club, as well as the president club. All right. So when you are satisfied with which level you want, you simply click on select. For now, we'll use the first one. All right. So you get to sign up your details there, assuming you've created an account. All right. So you basically fill in your details, your state, your country, your email address, and then at the bottom, it enables you to check out. Currently, I'm fixing the payment information for you to be able to pay using your credit card. It's not working at the moment. Just need a few days to get this up and running. So what we've done is we've created a PayPal link that I'll send to you. So through the PayPal link, you are able to make your transaction until the checkout site has been fixed. So that's basically how this part works. I don't know if it makes sense.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. So there's a PayPal link that I will share for the 1873 network that has been created to enable those that would like to pay via PayPal while we sort out the payment gateway on the website, which is currently under construction. So I'm just trying to figure out where to put this. Right. If you go on the comment part, you see that there's a PayPal link actually that I've shared. I don't know if you can see that.
I can see that. That
yes.
should be fine. I can navigate myself on that.
Yes. So from there, yes. So from the PayPal link, what you do is, let me quickly do a young demonstration there.
No. Look, you don't have to waste your time doing a demonstration. Once, if it's there, I'll look around it and work through. If I have questions, I'll shoot you an email.
Right.
If it's there, PayPal should be alright. Okay, no problem.
Yes. Right. So from there, everything else is just following the prompts. Right. So yeah, that's basically how the payment gateway works for one to choose the membership that they want to be part of, or the level that you want to subscribe to, which is an annual fee.
Okay.
Yes. Right, Mr. M. My part. Hello, Mr. M.
Yeah, hello.
Okay, all right. I've taken him through the payment system, how you can select and choose to pay. But for now, the only payment that's available at the moment is the PayPal gateway.
Okay. Then the second thing, maybe Munyaradzi, you can ask the question.
Sure. What was the question, sir?
Hello?
Do you mind repeating what you just said?
I said you can ask the question. Then we try to answer not just for you, but for other people.
Yeah, certainly. I guess, as you've put it there, what are the tips? What are the first steps? And what does one need to do? I think, as you've put it there, tips on mentorship. And is it what does one need to be? At what level are they supposed to be? And what are the first steps that one should take? And
So first, maybe we can start with the connections versus community.
I think also the important part is, who should one see as a mentor? And lastly, what should they expect from a mentor? If we can cover
first is just to try to change the understanding on mentorship.
Sure.
First, what do you think building communities is part of mentorship?
I think it can be seen as part of mentorship, but it can be seen as part of mentorship.
You agree that we are often challenged when it comes to building communities?
I think it can be seen as part of mentorship. Only. I think the only difference would be the fact that I think as a community, the reach is wider than on an individual sort of level.
Okay. So assume we wanted to build a community. Do you agree that soccer is a community of administrators, of players, of also the people who love just to watch other people play soccer?
It does, but it's different. It's different from this one. That one.
No, I'm just saying that do you agree that soccer has to have organization for people to get ahead?
Certainly, there has to be an organization, but that one is now seen already. There's what's in it for me question is already answered in that.
Yeah.
But certainly when it began,
do you also agree that a church is a community?
Of course, yeah.
Do you agree that for us even to know each other, we need to have some form of order and structure?
I believe so. Certainly.
So on wildfire side, what is there? Because it ends up becoming me. Because if it was your own show, wildfire, what would you do? Wildfire. Is Wildfire with us?
I can see him, but I'm not sure whether he can hear us.
That's where the problem starts. Somebody's just there, but is not there. So when you have a conversation, all the people who are in the conversation must take part.
Are you live?
So that's part of mentorship. So you build your community, but you must be the first one to be in that community. So if you are going to build a church, somebody must be in the church for others to come.
Sure. The only difference nowadays, the only difference nowadays is that the churches have that they're no longer the original or the traditional fellowship zone where we didn't gain nothing material. We gained something in terms of spiritual gratification, but not the material that we gain now. So some people might go to church or might start an association as a church association, but with the in it for me.
Okay. So you are making it a difference.
I'm just saying, I guess I'm just acknowledging the fact that there has been some changes in the example that we've talked about as a church. But I do agree from the context you're coming from. I do agree. People have to come together and form an association for a church to start.
But people start with you as the individual. So when you say, I want to join, then tomorrow we say, have you joined? And the question is, why have you joined? Those who join a church, they want to go to heaven. Do they actually go to heaven once they become part of the church? Or they base their decisions on faith? Or they base their decisions on faith?
Hello?
I think it's all about faith.
Hello, yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, sorry. I'd lost you for a while. My machine had frozen.
You seem not to be part of the conversation, so...
No, my machine had frozen because I'm actually running a program behind, so it's heavy on the machine.
Okay, so...
Yeah. Okay, but all right, so just to catch up, I think I heard the part of why one would join and reason why one would pay.
Yeah, he talked of the church as being different, that if I go to church, I go to heaven, I pay to go to heaven. So, and he says this one is different because I want tangible benefit, but what would be the benefit of going to church if going to heaven is not one of them? Because those who go to heaven will come back and testify.
But we don't have testimonies from those that have been there.
But some people spend a lot of money.
And they still do.
They still do and genuinely believe that they're going somewhere.
But that's putting that's where one's exercise of faith. Huh?
Now you're talking on behalf of somebody where one, because if you're in a conversation, you talk about yourself.
No, I'm taking it from the church perspective. I don't go to church, so I wouldn't want to testify about why one goes to church. That's why I'm saying they put their faith on church.
Yeah, we don't know. And Munyaradzi, you are the one who said it.
I think he was given a perspective, and I sort of agree with your perspective.
Okay. So if you believe in something, Munyaradzi, you don't need anyone to talk you into it.
Mm-hmm.
You just do it and then talk about
agree.
yourself. So when you talk about yourself, your conviction, you actually discover that you inspire others. You provoke others to want to be part of something. And if you say genuinely, I joined so that I may know people, just to know other people and build a community out of that knowledge. There's nobody who can change that for you.
Sure.
So you have to believe in something. So do you believe that connected people who are organized can be winners?
Absolutely.
So right now you are in Bali and we are here, but we are all connected.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
When you see this video, they will say, but I didn't know you know Mawere. Because you would have shared it.
Sure.
But if you don't share, this conversation has not taken place.
Mm-hmm. So it's about sharing and spreading the word. I think that is the main core of having a conversation. You want the message to reach as many people as possible at a go. Some might catch it live, some will then watch it later on as a podcast or as a delayed post.
Sure. No, I agree. I had to be persuaded a little bit to come online. I was happy talking to Mr. Mawere privately as we did yesterday and this morning. But I guess that's part of it. As he mentioned to me earlier, he said that's part of mentorship, and I accept it.
And many a times individuals would want to do one-on-one mentorship sessions, which is kind of taxing and takes too much time from one person. But if we are organized and I bring 10 people and say, okay, we've got a mentorship session that goes on, this has proven that we all don't need to be in one place to actually get into a mentorship session. We can do sort of webinars where we then say, okay, we've got 10 people that have registered for mentorship. So weekly we do 2 times or 3 times a week at a given time, and everybody becomes online at that time to be part of that mentorship session or segment.
Sure.
So even if you don't share it all, even imagine just post it on your Twitter and say, I had a conversation with Mr. Mawere, and this is, please follow the conversation.
I guess that will be helpful. It will be helpful not just to myself. Of course, it will have a wider reach to many people that might want or might know about you, or might want to benefit from your experience and everything that you're going to say there. So I appreciate it, and I take that on board. It's worth spreading the word, and it's worth sharing.
So that's so on this. If you believe that organized people can make a difference to those in the organization, then you'll be the first volunteer, like Mandela volunteered to be Umkhonto, but he didn't know how far it would take them. He just joined as an individual and say, if there's one to volunteer, I'll be the first volunteer and be the first organizer. so that whatever I'm concerned about, I do something about it.
Sure.
So, do you understand Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King? All these people never joined something expecting someone to do something to them. They just did what they thought was the best way to react to what they were concerned about. So if you are concerned about having more mentors in your life, you will be the first one to organize yourself so that mentorship can be transmitted without imposing any time or cost on the mentor. So you have a part to play to organize, not agonize. Once you play your part, everything will follow because you would have done your best part.
Agree.
Today, when you go to Australia, you can be the first of banking on Africa's future. That although I'm in Australia, my heart is where I left. And I know how other people left their own countries, went to Australia, became Australian, but never lost touch or hope with the people they left. And that's the choice. Radio becomes just a convenient platform for us to come together. And what you have learned, others can learn as well. And where people are organized, 22 people are organized, what do you call that?
22 people organized.
Yeah, what do you call that?
That's a network of 22 people.
That's soccer.
You mean, okay. Can be anything, is it?
No, there have to be two teams, is it?
Yeah, 2022.
Yeah.
That's two teams from. Yeah, that's two teams. That's soccer. Yes.
That's soccer. There will be a referee, there will be linesmen. But imagine you go to a final and the linesman is missing. And the referee is missing.
Okay.
What would you call that? There are still 22 people.
There's still 22 people. Perhaps there's been a lapse in the organization.
No, imagine you do that and you're saying, I don't want order. I just want a game of soccer.
Okay.
Then someone scores it an offside and nobody tells the members that you are offside. So do you understand the need for order?
Of course.
Yeah. So we can start having conversations with people who are organized. Then we can bring other people to share their own experiences.
Understandable.
Yeah. Any other question?
I think just going back to the topic, I guess one of the questions that I've come across more, mostly from our Zimbabwean community and mainly those in the diaspora, the issues are, I guess when we then talk about mentorship, as you brought about mentorship as a subject, when you talk about mentorship, there are several questions that people like myself who've lived abroad or away from Zimbabwe for a while and wanting to do something, obviously in business, to play a part in business, have so many questions. And the questions come across in the lines that you had your business empire that sort of came across so many hurdles and the difficulties that you have sort of to succumb to, or some of them the hurdles that you've had to overcome. And people wonder whether there is any mentoring that can prove them from such, or that can equip them with the skill to overcome those difficulties. The difficulties are not the ordinary difficulties that one would come across in any other business environment, but largely they are sort of the more so in our political and socio-economic in Zimbabwe, that you might start your own project. Once that, I'm giving you as an example, you start your own project, and once that project shoots off, that project looks like the real deal, and then there are some people that might accept that idea, or you might find yourself being alienated, or you might find yourself being pushed away from an idea or a seed that you've sown from the beginning. So the question is, if one has some money or some investment that they wish to work on in Zim, how can you go there with the knowledge and awareness of the political terrain that we come across in Zim, that you did go through with your whole business empire and everything else that you did in Zim, and the fact that now you are sort of in exile? I don't know where you at in terms of your life and how your dealings in Zim, but everyone uses your experience as an example and thinks whatever that they might set up to do, it's bound to come across those difficulties, those hurdles, and how are they going to survive?
But already you can see the problem you have posed already, that we are departing from what a community is. So suppose you are part of the community, your target is to have a day reserved where Mawere can talk and answer questions on mentorship. Then the other day would be you talking about your own experiences. Don't you think that would be a better fixture, where you have a fixture for soccer? You know which teams are playing when. Then you decide to go there, than for me to go to Ronaldo. How did you score? What happened? Do you think that is important for us to mobilize for that day, so that the day after it will be somebody else? Because there are many rich experiences coming out of Zimbabwe. And do you agree that victims make good doctors?
Sorry, say that again.
Do you agree that patients make good doctors?
Are you saying patients as in Marwere, or patients as in?
Yeah, patients as the sick.
Okay.
They make good. Yeah, they're the ones that make good doctors.
Because if I'm never sick and I'm a doctor in a community of people who refuse to be sick, am I a doctor?
You are a doctor, but you might be lacking a little bit on experience, because being a doctor is a qualification that's attained.
No, it's not a qualification, because I could be qualified, but there's no one who's sick. So who pays my bills? I'd rather sweep. I'd rather drive, be a walker.
You rather drive an Uber. You rather drive a taxi when you're in Zim.
That's why that for me to call myself a doctor and nobody wants my skills.
Let me give you an example. If you were a medical doctor and then you end up in business and hence you're not operating or you're not working as a doctor or in the field that you trained for, but you're a businessman. Are you not a doctor?
No, a businessman does not exist, a doctor does not exist, but human beings do. I can be one day a comedian. I can be another day a doctor. So there's nobody who is born to be a professional. You choose a profession, provided there are idiots who believe in your problem-solving capacity. But if I'm a bad doctor, nobody will recommend anyone to me.
Okay, I get you. I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, so you must be the best in your craft, in your chosen craft. And the rest will follow.
I like the way you think.
Yeah. So you're already learning something. Imagine we're 100 people and we're learning all these building blocks to success that don't think you are an expert when there's no problem to solve. When we start a game of soccer, the problem is to get the ball into the net within the rules prescribed. But if I get the ball in the net outside the rules, then that effort doesn't count.
Sure.
So there must be rules. So if today you say that was just a day for me to join, then it means tomorrow you'll be telling us here the paperwork. Is that correct?
If I got you right, so you were saying the question that I asked about the barriers that most of us fear in investing in Zimbabwe can be a subject or a topic of another day. Did I get it right?
Yeah,
yes.
That is actually for members.
Okay.
That is the question. Right now we're talking to people who are pedestrians. We are listening to dogs that bark.
Okay. But those are the people that we want to reach. We were talking about...
No, just do what if you believe I want to be a member, just tell the world I'm a member. Just tell your friends today I join. Leave them to make their own choices.
Okay.
But keep going where you want to go. Just keep on. Tomorrow we'll have another show where we say you are now a member.
Okay. Let me ask another question, just for the benefit of those people that those passerbys that you were talking about.
No, don't think of a dog that is going to bark when you leave, otherwise you won't leave.
I think this person benefits me and everyone else. Wildfire was just talking earlier, and he was talking about the levels of membership. And I've got a question for you, because you did talk about you did discourage classification of people, saying we are people, right? But then when we talk about membership there, we are now talking about some presidential membership, some sort of, there was 3 tiers of membership that we talked about. What are they? Can you explain a little bit?
Imagine you are Boeing 747.
Okay.
And you have one class. You're all going the same direction. You arrive the same time. Do you know why they have classes?
Do I know why they have classes?
You know why they have a first class, business class, and the economy class?
Of course. You are buying privilege. You are buying value.
No, you are subsidizing those who cannot afford. But you are equal in the plane.
Of course. So you mean the
Yeah. So
ones who
when I go to the plane, I can't say because I'm a billionaire. When there's a plane crash, I'm my money.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's obvious. It happens even if you're in a bus.
That's right. You have classes, you have favor, because you need to encourage other people to climb the mountain.
All right.
But you don't want to leave anyone out, but you know there are costs incurred in running an organization, giving up time, mentors to share their experiences about Zimbabwe. Then they see what you are doing.
I already
So
know
they
your
can,
answer.
yeah?
I already know. I got you now. I already know where you're going. Sorry to cut you, but I just said I got you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
In fact, when you know where I'm going, then you're already substituting me. But you may discover I'm actually turning left after I say what I say.
Please go ahead. My apologies on that, but I
Yeah.
sort of understand where you're coming from.
Okay, what is your understanding of where I'm going? Maybe I start there.
I think it's like you're saying is the same view that you gave about people, those paying more, subsidizing for those that are not paying more, and in this membership tier, it's the sense of inclusion. There's some people, which was going to be my question later on. There's some people who might not afford the membership at all, even the lowest.
So those are the people who are listening now without being a member. But when we talk about shared experiences, we are saying if you are a member, you must share your experience. You are not too small, you are not too big. We have traveled from Sydney to Melbourne. Share your experiences. That's all. But you can't say Mawere is going to share our experiences. Because I may be sleeping the whole journey.
For real. Yeah.
So my experiences of that flight may be completely different from yours.
I get you.
So all we're encouraging is let's build communities where we share experiences.
True. Okay. I'll look at those membership tiers and find which one suits best. And
No, that is your choice. But all we are saying is let's build institutions. Let the institution not be Mawere. Because then you deny yourself the right to know other people's experiences. Because I become the only storyteller. It's like living with the Kardashians.
Kardashians. All right.
So we want shared experiences. We don't want a dictator in memories.
Okay.
Where Mawere stories will only be told. But when we talk to CEOs, presidential people, they think they're smarter than the guy who's driving the bus. But they don't know without the bus driver, they won't arrive.
Yeah.
So we want to build a community where it's aspirational. I want to be a CEO, but I joined as an ordinary member. When my money permits, I want to know what a CEO thinks like. Because the people you see as rich, they also want poor. So you can't go to them and say, intimidate them and say, help me out of poverty. Because they also have memories.
Okay.
And they must have worked hard for what they have in their possession. So you learn to respect the rich. Even if you are in first class, I say, please pay for me so that we arrive together. Imagine just sitting on a leather seat, a bit bigger, then I pay 3 times more than what you pay. And I don't even see you.
That's value. You're paying for value.
Huh?
You're paying for value.
Yeah, so pay for our value, because without you paying more, the plane won't take off.
I get you. I agree more so to the fact that I understand that there are some people even in Zim themselves who might want to be part of the project, but might fail because of not having the necessary funds. And I think it would be good to have their experiences as well discussed. So, I mean,
that's what we are saying. We need a marketplace of ideas, because you may discover that a poor man is rich in something.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't condemn them.
right.
But if they can't pay, the plane won't take off anyway. So the plane cannot take everyone.
All right. Noted.
Yeah. So we want to provoke people, ignite people, inspire people, so that when we talk to you tomorrow, don't worry about those who say you've wasted your money. How many people have said you wasted your money to go to the pastor? Then you discover the pastor is a rapist. What are you going to do?
Go back and ask for a refund.
Yeah, I'll ask for refund.
Then you know what the pastor will tell you. Well, you know what the pastor will tell you.
What would they say? Out of interest.
Just imagine. They'll tell you F off. What you paid is what you brought.
They'll tell you this. They'll tell you do as I say, not as I do.
That's right. But
that's the disclaimer that's there always.
yeah.
Pastors never run out of something to say anyway. But
That's
anyway,
right.
let's not touch the anointed.
So that's so tomorrow you then send us a message that I have joined, whatever you have joined. Then we can talk about that. Now, what is the next step?
No problem.
And then we can then talk about yourself, that every day I learn, even while you're in Bali, you're learning.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm learning quite a lot.
Yeah. But we are teaching others by talking to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
How they learn.
Don't hope anything. You don't even wish to know them. Because it's not your job to ask the dog where he's barking.
I wasn't concerned either.
No, just keep going where you're going. But if you start waiting for the dog or flies to say, why are you eating? I'm coming out of the same meat that I'm eating. The fly will say, please, get off the meat. I want to get there quicker than you.
Of course.
Yeah, so you don't owe them an explanation. Just make your decision. Once you make your decision, you may even say, I don't know what gate crashing means. And there are people who are on social media who are followed, but they have no substance. So you follow them just because they are popular. Or you'd want to belong to a community where knowledge is shared.
Agreeable. I think many people would.
Now you're talking about many people. Just talk about yourself.
Did you say you said this will benefit even the passerby, even the
No,
dogs that are barking.
are you thinking about yourself? It's enough to benefit others.
No. I'm done. I've thought about myself and coming to this. Even when we spoke earlier, I'm probably I'm at a different level from those who are backing without saying much. And I'm hoping that, as you said, this conversation intrigues those who are listening or who might listen to this story later on. So, yeah, I think there's more benefit in greater numbers as well. So we hope that there will be more people joining and more people being intrigued, and together we make a better call, and we can probably command more as a unit.
Yeah. And so all we are saying is that don't ask others to follow you where you are going.
Okay.
Because you also don't know where you are going. So don't mislead people. Because now you were supposed to be with your family in what? You are in Bali. Did you know that I was going to call you?
Yeah, I didn't have this plan.
That's right.
I'm grateful.
But celebrate the unplanned plans.
Sure.
And those are the plans that take you somewhere. But the moment you plan for something, you won't get it.
I get it. That's fine. I certainly agree with. I like the way you. I like the way you go about answering your questions, and it's something to learn. And I think it'll benefit.
Yeah.
It'll benefit. Thank you.
So thanks. So you can tell us what you have decided, then we can go there.
I will shoot you a text message soon after this and let you know.
No problem.
Sure.
Okay, thanks.
Have a good day, and thank you, Mr. Wildfire.
All right.
And hopefully we can talk about how we can. I think let me say this. I hope Mr. Mawere can answer the question that most people that I've met, myself and many people in the diaspora wanting to invest in Zimbabwe, would want to know about in the future. Thank you.
Okay, no, thank you, Munya.
And I congratulate you for Zimbabwe. Are you a Zimbabwean? No, I know Donald Trump. What is he?
Marty?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump?
Yeah.
What about him?
Yeah, what is he? The name doesn't tell me anything.
Donald Trump kamurungu ka inini munanonzi Munyaradzi is obviously
Munyaradzi in Australia is a person who has already turned his back on Zimbabwe. So let's celebrate Munyaradzi.
Home is best.
So tomorrow we're going to celebrate you as being on Africa's future.
You can celebrate me now.
No, when you become a member, we celebrate you.
You know what? A wedding can be celebrated the night before.
Yeah.
Because it's done. By the time people go to.
So right now we are celebrating a human being who entered this world of the living in Zimbabwe, was assigned a name, given a name by others. And today he calls himself Munyaradzi, not because he decided to call himself Munyaradzi, because others decided to call him Munyaradzi. Now he believes he is Munyaradzi, forgetting that it's just a name. The person with the given name is not called Munyaradzi. Is a human being who happens to live in Australia, drink water that is in Australia, and sleep in Australia. And what is it that would cause a human being who loves the place he left to continue to talk about the place that he left when he should be sharing experiences of where he is under the Bending on Africa's future? Because you already gone so far to come back where you started. So, Munyaradzi, by the power vested in me on behalf of the Banking on Africa's future, that you represent the best that anyone can hope for. You are not the only one to find yourself in Australia. There are others from different shores who are there trying to get ahead with their lives, not to go back where they started. So please, live your life as if you are an Australian, not limited by your skin color, not limited by what people may say about you, but inspired to be who you are and what your gifts can allow you to be. So don't worry about other people you left home. Not that you should not worry about them, but you just leave them. And you are there because of choice. You are in Bali because of your choice. No one can make you do what you don't want to do. Even the apartment you are living in, you chose it. And it's not the only apartment in Bali. So please, don't use the rear view mirror. Your future lies where you have not been. It doesn't lie where you already have been. So let's celebrate you for making the choices that you've already made. Others can't even arrive in Australia, you know that.
Look, I know, and yeah, it's. I wouldn't say it's sad because who knows whether that's the best. There's obviously.
But you have children in Australia, so let's celebrate that.
I do,
Yeah.
and thank you.
Yeah. And you don't have to apologize for anything. You must provoke those who are complaining about electricity to fire the people they hired. And they're not doing the job they were hired for. So, you have an MP.
Do I have an MP?
Yeah, a member of parliament who represents your area.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's the person who is target, not target in Nangaba.
That's the person who?
We should target. What the hell are you doing in parliament? Who causes these fires in Australia, not in Zimbabwe?
You should speak up.
Yeah, you should step forward. Speak up.
I think he did well because my area wasn't affected. So.
Which part of Australia are you?
I'm in Melbourne.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. So so we want you to be the best Australian.
I like the part that you say, MP, not Mnangagwa. But I don't trouble Mnangagwa anyway.
Yeah, so this platform is not, it's talking about the future, not the past. We already left Zimbabwe in the past.
But the way Zimbabwe is the future for me, Australia is now the past because I've done what I should do in Australia. So let's focus. Next time when we talk Mkoma, let's focus on Zimbabwe and how we can better ourselves.
Let's focus on you.
Let's focus on me in Africa as part of the Bank of Africa.
No, I'm saying you're already a bank being in Australia. We are not saying come back. You come back when it suits you. Because when you went there, you never consulted us.
I will.
Yeah, so just keep going. One day you are dead, the boat comes to Zimbabwe is buried.
Yeah. I hope we won't have to fly because it will be there by then. But look, we remain hopeful. And thank you very much.
Don't say really, I remain hopeful because I'm on my feet. I decide. Don't allow anyone to think for you.
When I say we, I'm talking of that, that family behind me.
No, let them already. Please don't talk for them. They are suffering and you are not saying. So please talk about yourself.
I mean the family. I mean my family here right now.
I'm saying the rest of your uncles and extended families. They are
not those.
If you show them, tomorrow we're going to see where you are staying. You show us the bedrooms, then we send it there, and we send the bed, and then you say this is what your nephew or your uncle is doing. It our money. He ran away from us. Now he goes to Bali. Can you imagine? Instead of sending the cash.
That's the wrong thing about this video.
Wildfire, can you imagine this Munyaradzi?
Yeah.
He goes along to Bali with his family. He doesn't know he belongs to a bigger family. So are trying to digest this nonsense. So tomorrow you're just going to show us the lifestyle of Bali. You take the videos, you show the people that I'm in Bali, guys. If you don't like it, you get over it. But please, if you don't get cash, don't bring it.
That's the problem of having evidence on video.
Yeah, because we're able to roll back and say this is what you agreed to,
No, that's bringing in Africa's future. We are trying to inspire others.
Yeah.
To be like you. That's why we call it bringing.
That's okay. But those behind who might be seeking some help with general disease.
But you were once behind. Don't forget you were also behind before.
I was.
Yeah, and now they're in Australia. So we want to provoke them and inspire them to want to go to Bali, work in Australia, go on vacation in Bali, and do whatever, and then come here cry about Munyaradzi wasting your time.
All right.
So if they want the best of Munyaradzi, they must not accept bullshit. So that's the reality of life.
Sure. Yeah, I laughed a little bit. It is the reality.
Yeah. So you don't have to tell anyone that you learned anything because it's already recorded.
there's evidence that I don't have money anymore because I've used
Yeah,
this.
and inspiring a lot of others. Even just say I've joined, guys. I'm now in the President's Club. I paid my money. You get it back anyway. That's what Jesus said.
Yeah, that's all right.
Because there are many people who don't want to join, thinking that Jesus is coming just to answer the question.
Yeah.
So I think we have covered most of the ending. So tomorrow we will then get a time, wildfire.
Yes.
Next year, the time to make sure that kids are with.
Yes. All right. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. And then Munya can, when you come on tomorrow, we'll just be showing proof.
No problem. Take it easy. Thank you.
Okay, so,
All right.
so thank you and regards to your family. I, John, I'm telling you, you know, you've inspired John also to join. But we have detained you for more than an hour. So I think if you have any question, please never leave Zimbabwe to become an expert in Zimbabwe.
I'm not expert on Zimbabwe before my No,
I'm not saying you. I'm just talking to other people.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you are okay. I'm just talking to other people that please, let's talk about the present. What are we doing in the present? Not what happened in the past. What happened in the past, let's celebrate it. The bad and the good. So that others may learn. So that all of us may draw lessons. And so that never again can what happened to someone happen again. Just because we are silent and we choose not to ask those questions. But let us be members of something. So that we have organized discussions, we can tell people in advance what we need to talk about. So if you are out there, don't think that Mawere's experiences ought to define what is possible in Zimbabwe. It's just one of many experiences. So let us build on the choices we make today, whether to belong or not to belong, so that in future then we can build the Africa that we want, the world that we want. And we live in a privileged era where I can speak to someone in Bali without going to Bali. And let's celebrate these technologies because they bring us together. They help us expand from today a community of 3 to a community of 5. So that each day we climb up, building brick by brick, just by sharing what we have discussed. Not by inviting tribes to search for meat or by inviting dogs to bark. They will bark anyway. So let's celebrate everything that we do. And those in Bali, let's celebrate them. So that tomorrow others may go to Bali because you were there. And you may not know the whole of Bali, but at least you have been there. You can pretend to know the whole of Bali so that others may pay for it to go there. That's what builds nations. Talking, storytelling, and we grow by each experience that we have. And shared experiences have no other alternative. It's what they are. And we just celebrate them. So thank you very much. You may want to try to give your final word.
Myself or Wildfire?
You can start with Wildfire and then.
Okay, so I think the greatest lesson is just do what you have to do, and everybody else would catch up. Um, uh, like Mr. M said, experience is the biggest, is the greatest teacher. So if people see what you're doing, people always follow. You don't need to tell people where to go because you also don't know where you're going. Those are your words. So it's just a matter of you as an individual taking the initiative, taking the first step, doing what you have to do, and everything just falls into place.
Thanks.
Okay, and then now you can close your.
Look, thank you for pulling me from my comfort zone, or from my shy cubicle, where I tend to want to just operate from the back end without coming to the fore end. It's been great having a chat, and let's see what we can do in the future.
Okay, thank you very much.
Great.
Right, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, let me switch off here.